ridiculous, a so-called civilised society. It just doesn't seem right in any country in the world, but in the UK there is so much more that can be done. I know there is.
And after, I mean, I don't know if I spoke about yesterday, I went to the Royal Opera House to see Alice in Wonderland, and I just couldn't enjoy it. Because it just kept thinking of what you're saying. It's so, people are like sardines all packed in, and they're charging like £100 a ticket. And I just, you know, I just looked at it, and it was just very ordinary. I don't know what people are going on about it. There were some good effects, but I kept thinking about what we're saying, and what we're doing here on Moving on TV is we're highlighting everything. So please, anyone who wants to come on the shows, we need to know what's going on in your life. We want to highlight this. There are lots of great groups out there now. There's change.org, there's 38 Degrees. You can do petitions. I mean, Russell Brand, I want to bring him on. He's amazing. He's going out there to help this woman, a group of women that are going to be evicted. This American company have taken over their estate in London, and they're asking them to pay 3 times as much rent to live there. And so Russell Brand started this huge petition, which is going all over the place. So there are ways. So we are here for you.
Can I sort of say something now, which is going to be very super controversial? But why are we expecting charities to bail out people when we have big multinational organisations, and we have something like 10% of the world own 90% of the wealth? There is more than enough resources, there is more than enough of everything to go around for every single person in this world. Why is it that charities have to do this?
Exactly.
It's wrong. It's so wrong.
The cake, I read a book called Conversations with God once by Neil Donald Walsh. And in the book, God supposedly says you need to take your cake and you need to cut it up differently, then you'll have no problems. And I saw on Facebook also you put that thing about Ebola. Are they trying to take our minds? What are they taking our minds off now? And it's always before Christmas. I'm so grateful that, you know, I'm not the only one. But it's true. What is going on? I mean, what is going on?
Many people feel this way, but quite how you get people to sit up and take notice, the powers that be. I mean, I think the worst thing I put on Facebook this week I noticed was that the Lords have managed to fight to keep their £265,000 champagne.
They've got a champagne budget.
Expenses, and then there's people homeless. Well, yeah, we'll have the champagne, but there are people homeless, and I mean, £265,000 would go an awful long way to help those, even if it was just to feed them. So they might even quite like the champagne. Yeah, it just seems all wrong.
So come and join us on Moving on TV. We'll do what we can. Come and join us. I hope by this time next year we'll have a massive hall full of people, and we can do concerts and fundraising and I don't know, everything together.
Well, let's hope we don't
to change the world.
Let's try and change the world by encouraging the people who've got the money to put it where it should be.
Get them on here, Susan.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever needs to
find them, get them on here.
Who shall we bring on then? I was thinking, I don't know, what about celebrities like Kitty Pryce?
Well, yeah, don't get me started on what they're doing, but anyway.
Footballers! Wicked Wanderers!
From school, but
Wicked Wanderers! We will bring them on. You see, I'm not frightened of anything. I grew up in Israel. I'm not scared of anything. They call it chutzpah, don't they, Morris? You just go out there and you ask the questions. And that's what Moving on TV is there for. The lovely Susan has to go and pick up her son, who's hopefully going to be in our new soap opera.
That would be good.
Hopefully he's going to play
we
the
can
part
work
of
it
Matty.
in school and his activities. That would be fabulous.
Well, we've got a dad and we've got a girl, and I'm playing Sue the doctor. No, I don't like medicine, but I'm going to play Sue the doctor. And we've got a Scottish husband who's a homeopath. He's a homeopath. So it's a marriage. It's called the safety net. It's a marriage between medicine and natural medicine, and they create a clinic called the Safety Net, and it's going to be about all the clients that come. This is our new soap opera. You're going to be in it, aren't you? And we've also got Little Women coming out. Little Women set in this day and age. We've done a pilot. And as Morris knows, Joe dropped out at the last minute, and I have to cover it. Thank God, Jackie Palmer's. Jackie Palmer's, I love you. welcome to the Disability Show. I've got Michelle Spratt here from High Wycombe, and Michelle has a condition called ataxia. So I thought it'd be really good to bring her on to talk about the condition, what it is and how it affects her, and to maybe give out some support, like information about any groups that are out there or anything, or what it is that Michelle does to actually deal with it. So hi Michelle, how are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
It's really good to have you here. So do you want to tell me a little bit about ataxia, what it is?
Well, ataxia in itself just means unsteadiness, so it could be a symptom of like MS or Parkinson's, but ataxia in its true form, there's two types of ataxia. Friedreich's ataxia, which usually affects younger children, and it also affects the heart. So several people I know have died of heart attacks, and coordination. What I have is cerebellar ataxia, which is really affects my coordination, my speech, swallowing. They're the main things, but also with it, there are a lot of other side effects that can occur, like curvature of the spine, eyesight can be affected, hearing can be affected, but of course it depends from each person.
Okay, so it's different. Now, you got this when you were about 7 years old, is that right?
Yeah.
Did something happen to you? You had an accident?
Yes.
What happened?
It usually affects people in older life, comes out in later life through the genes, but I had an accident at school. I fell and broke my two front teeth, and that we didn't know for years. I had to go to the John Radcliffe years for tests, but that affected my speech, which in turn affected my coordination. And it wasn't when I was 12 they found out that it was ataxia, but put it down to I'd also had a road accident when I was about 3. But when I was 16, the MRI scan had just come out, and it was found that it was one of several causes, but it was probably genetic, so it would have come out in later life, but my accident triggered it off.
Okay, so when you say genetic, has anybody else in your family got ataxia?
Not that we know.
No. Okay. So you think that it started when you were about 3? You had an accident when you were 3 as well?
Yeah, that was just, I was run over, and I think I was fine after that. I mean, I won't say fine, but apart from a few stitches, so I don't think that was anything to do with it, but...
Okay, but then it actually came to forth when you were 7,
yeah.
And then when you were 16 you started to have more tests to determine what...
Well, no, when I was 7, the teachers started noticing my writing was like a spider, and I kept falling over.
Okay, so those were the main symptoms.
Yeah,
sorry.
from then
Right.
I was sent to see a neurologist, and I'd have brain scans and everything, but obviously since then, with the diagnosis getting better and the MRI scan came out,
Right.
that made it.
Right. Did that help you once you knew exactly what was going on?
Yeah, I think so. Because people just assumed it was my road accident, which really annoyed us because we knew it wasn't, but we didn't know what it was, and I hadn't got a name for it either, so I just make up silly names.
Right, okay. So it must have been really, really difficult for you to have such a change in your life at that age. I mean, 7 is usually the age where you're starting to become, you know, you're not a child anymore, you're starting to become, you know, a person. So how did it affect you?
Well, I think that's also what probably made it worse. Well, I won't say worse, but because up from starting school up to the age of 7, I was really happy. I was like top of the class. I was really popular, and then everything suddenly changed overnight, and I had no idea why. And from a child who was like grammar school material at the top of the class, I went straight down.
Right. And what about the children in school? How did they react to it?
Oh, I
Did
went
you
through
get
a lot of
problems
bullying, yes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's awful. You see, this is the problem, you know. What we're trying to do is build awareness of everything, because I think it's the lack of awareness that causes bullying. When we know more about each other and, you know, what's going on with everyone, because everyone's got something, where none of us are perfect.
And what people don't realise is that what goes on at school in those early years can affect you for the rest of your life. I know I was put in a Facebook group for my primary school, which I found awful. I've had to take myself out of it. But I just was going around saying, crying to everyone, I hated school. And someone said, well, just put on there what it was like, and I put on a comment that I went through hell at school, which was really hard for me to do at the time.
Being honest.
But and I was expecting comments like that, you bitch.
Really, stuff like that.
But this guy just said, oh sorry, kids can be cruel, can't you? And it was nice of him to acknowledge it, but the thing is, people say that and then just wipe it away like it was years ago, it never happened.
Oh, but it does affect you.
It does.
Believe me, when things happen to you as a child, if they haven't actually been solved, and the situations you've got to live with, it does affect you when you get older.
I remember the girl who was supposedly my best friend. Everyone else left me, but the fact she did hurt so much more. As I said, I've always wanted to scratch her eyes out.
Have you met her at all?
Well,
since?
She actually, in Homer Green, I was going down to the bus and she came up to talk to me like, oh hi, and I was just like, go away, I can't handle this.
So it's like nothing happened. As you say, when we're younger, we see things a lot differently. And when we grow up, we can become more aware and treat people with respect.
Mum was always saying to me, you know, when I going on, it's not her problem, she doesn't know anything, and that's it. People don't. They don't realise what they've done and how it affects you, but it does.
Of course it does, of course it does. We're just going to take a break here, and when we come back, I'm going to talk to Michelle about all the incredible things that she does in spite of the ataxia, all the incredible studying and degrees that she's got and everything. So we'll be back in a minute. Welcome to Moving On TV, the new TV channel for us, the positive, inspirational TV channel. My name is Lauren Hope, I am the founder and CEO of Moving On TV. No one is ordinary. We're all special, unique, wonderful human beings. We're all celebrities with our own talents and strengths and dreams. Moving On TV is here for all of us. We have a book show if you wrote a book. We're looking for talent, for Moving On talent. We want to stream you. We don't want you to compete. Artists shouldn't have to compete. It's disrespectful. And we're going to produce a new musical, and you could be in it. And we're going to serialise it for everyone. We're not going to have the news. We're going to have the happy news. Positive, inspirational, happy stories, which are actually the majority of the stories in the world that are happening all around us, except no one wants to give them to you. And of course, because we're run by solution-based people, life coaches, we want to give you the truth and to help you move on. So we want to know why these tragedies are happening all around us. Why are so many people being hit off their bicycles? What is the solution to all these problems in our world? How can we have a better world, a more peaceful world? We're looking for you. We're looking for all of you. Everyone has a unique story. We're looking for hosts, presenters, all age groups, particularly older people that are not being given any opportunities. Come and work on our media. Cameramen, editors, anyone who wants to work with us. And of course, sponsors, organic makeup and organic products that are helping the environment and the human race. Come on board Moving On TV, the new positive channel, the channel that gives you hope. You can contact me at Lauren with an E at movingontv.uk. Don't get depressed. Come on board Moving On TV. See you soon. Bye. Welcome back. I'm here today on the Disability Show, which is a great show for anyone who's got a disability. You know, last year I was in a wheelchair and I didn't even know if I was going to walk again. And I think it's really important that, you know, if I hadn't got out of that wheelchair, that I would have some kind of platform to talk about myself and my disability and how I feel about being in a wheelchair. And that's why, you know, this show is here. But what I love about you, Michelle, is that in spite of the ataxia, you have gone out there and you've done amazing things. You've managed to get degrees and you've studied really hard. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that? So you didn't give up, you know, you kept going and you did a lot. So can you tell me a little bit about what degrees you've got?
Degrees. I've only got one degree.
Well, only?
Yeah.
Only.
I've got a degree in psychology, and then I also done a teaching English as a foreign language course, and I've taught in a few countries abroad.
Right.
As well as working in a few orphanages.
What countries did you work in?
I've worked in an orphanage in Thailand and in Ghana. I've also taught in a primary school in Ghana, primary school in Honduras, a mobile school in Venezuela, which goes into remote villages, and a college in Sri Lanka.
Wow. And all of this with this condition?
Yeah.
You managed to do all of this with ataxia?
Yeah.
What are people sitting there thinking, I don't know what to do with my life, or I can't do anything? This is what I'm saying is, you know, there is no excuse. Just get out there and do what you can. So did you enjoy yourself? Did you like that?
Yeah.
Doing all of that?
Yeah.
The travelling and the teaching?
Yeah.
And why did you stop that?
Money, I think,
Yeah.
and also what put me off travelling on my own is when I flew back from Indonesia, they lost my wheelchair.
Oh, oh my God! How can you lose a wheelchair? Oh, that is so weird. Did they find it in the
They
end?
did, amazingly, but it took about a year.
A year?
Mm.
Oh, for God's sake. That's ridiculous. I've never heard of someone, an airline, losing a wheelchair. I've heard
Oh,
of
well,
losing
you
suitcases
don't
and
know.
things, but, oh my goodness. So, so you came back, and did you work with any? Did you work in England when you got back, or what happened?
Yeah, I tried to get jobs, but unfortunately it's been difficult. So at the moment I'm selling Avon.
Okay. Right, okay. Yeah, we did talk about this, that in spite of your degree, I mean, you have so much to offer, that this is the thing, is you were able to go overseas and teach, but somehow in England you're not able to get the job that you want to get. Why do you think that is?
Because of discrimination.
Because of discrimination.
Yeah.
Isn't that awful? You see, this is not what we want to hear, but we need to put it out there. So you feel that there's more discrimination in this country than there was in other countries, because obviously they took you on to work. I mean, when you went for an interview, how did the interview go?
Well,
how would it go?
actually, because a lot of these places. Oh, what you mean in England?
Yeah, when you came back. Yeah.
Well, I remember one summer school. I'm always worried about my voice, so I had the interview on the phone, got the job to teach on a summer school up in Scotland, and I'd only actually taught one lesson when one of the directors called me in and said my contract was terminated because my voice wasn't good enough to teach English and I wasn't independent enough, despite the fact I'd flown up there on my own.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, it's situations like that which really put you off.
That's awful. So, you see, moving on TV, we're all about solutions, and we like to try to think that we can find ways to help people to do what they want to do with their life. So, what can we do? How can we help you? What can be done to help you to get a job, do you think?
I don't know. Open-minded bosses.
Yeah. What's your dream job, would you say, Michelle?
I don't know now. I wanted, when I graduated, to really get into psychology, but unfortunately with academia the thing is that if you haven't got a high enough grade, and because I didn't get a high enough, as I said, a good enough degree, I remember I was shortlisted for a job as a psychology assistant, and because I hadn't got a high enough degree, I wasn't shortlisted, which made me really angry. Because
sorry, you said you were shortlisted, but you actually weren't shortlisted.
Well, because I hadn't got a high enough degree, I wasn't offered the job. But as some people have said, but look at what you had to get over before you even got to class.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Of course,
they didn't notice all of that.
When all your friends get higher degrees, it does make you feel a bit crap.
But I must admit, you know, your life is very, very full. You do get out there, you do lots of different things, don't you?
No.
So how do you, I mean, it's very difficult because you can't work. And, you know, as we know, I started this station because I became self-employed to do what I want to do with my life. Kat, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I think you were crying there.
No, it was just talking. It's getting a bit.
Okay. Okay, so we were just saying that it's very, very difficult to get a job in this country if you're disabled, in spite of the fact that Michelle has a very, very full life and gets around herself. I'm always seeing you in all these places, in the art centre, or today you came to the craft thing. You don't sit at home and feel sorry for yourself. You're always getting out there and doing things. It's just such a shame that you can't be offered anything. What about voluntary work? Would you be able to do anything like that?
I've done loads of voluntary work. And voluntary work is good, but people then assume you don't want to get paid, that's all you do.
They take it for granted.
Yeah.
At some point you have to say, yeah, right, I'm getting paid now. Yeah, exactly. So you also belong to the ataxia group, and there are groups, ataxia groups, aren't they?
Yeah.
And there's one in Maidenhead.
Yeah.
Is that the one you usually go to?
That's the one I started.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you get there?
Taxi now.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
It takes you all the way there.
Yeah.
What sort of activities do they do?
Well, luckily we have a really good secretary who more or less runs it. Because although I started it in 2002, I got a bit worn down by it, and I was almost going to give up before this couple joined, whose husband had just got diagnosed with ataxia, and the wife has become secretary. She's really good. So I do Keep Fit in the village, and my Keep Fit teacher actually comes over and does a session with us, which we done last time. And then because where we meet at Sports Able, they have activities for people with disabilities, sports activities. It's good if we don't have an activity, we can do something there. Okay. We've also had theatre trips, boat trips, cream teas, Christmas meals.
Good. There's lots going on.
Yeah.
And are there any groups in High Wycombe, or only in Maidenhead, would you say, or around this area?
Ataxia groups, I think, Maidenhead. I mean, when I started it, I wanted to start it in Bucks, but the thing is, with rare disabilities, people are so widespread, I didn't know anyone in Bucks with it, so now we have members from Bucks, Berkshire, Oxfordshire, and Maidenhead is a more central place for us all.
Okay, that's really good. So if someone wants to go to one of these groups, if they have ataxia or their family or friends, how do they get in touch with them? Do you want to tell, say to the camera?
Well, the main ataxia site is www.ataxia.org.uk. Then there'll be a link on the website to local groups, and if you just look up Thames Valley Ataxia Group, that will give you the contact details.
Thank you, Michelle. So if someone had just got diagnosed now with ataxia, what would you be able to say to them in order to help them a little bit with all the experience you've got? is there anything you could say to them that might make their journey a little bit easier?
Sounds cliche, but life's tough, but it gets better.
Okay. I love your energy. I think you've got the most beautiful energy. You're so bubbly and full of fun, and you know, and anyone should give you a job. You know, you've just got so much great energy in you. I mean, the other thing as well, you know, as I was asking you about if someone gets diagnosed, what about the actual, how does the condition get treated? Do you have medication? Do you have physio? Do you use any alternative methods at all to help yourself?
Well, because I was at school, still a child when I was diagnosed, I had to have physio, and they recommend that use people with ataxia see a neurologist. There are also medications you could take, like vitamin B6 to deal with tiredness. I think that there's research going on it all the while, and if you get in touch with the main ataxia group, and you can get involved with research projects.
Okay.
I do aquatherapy, and I do keep fit once a week, so.
That's great. And do you find that helps you?
Yeah.
So it keeps your muscles working,
Yeah.
and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on. And yet again, if there's anything at all that you think Moving On TV can do, I mean, if we brought someone on, like from a job agency or and actually put them on the spot, do you think do you think we could maybe get you some help there to help you get a job?
I don't know.
We have to think about it. Because like I say, I like to think that there's solutions to practically everything in life. Maybe not everything, but there are solutions to a lot of things in life. And I set this up in order to be able to help people as much as possible to have happier, better lives. So, as I say, we'll talk about it and we'll see what comes up. So you've been watching the Disability Show. This is the first episode with Michelle Spratt from High Wycombe, who's been talking about ataxia. Now, if you want to come on to the show, anyone who has a disability, this is your show, this is your platform to talk about what matters to you and to look for solutions, to try and bounce off each other, to find solutions to things that, if they may not be working the way you want them to work. So thank you so much, Michelle. It's been a pleasure, and have a beautiful day. And if you want to get in touch with me to find out more or to come onto the show, it's Laurene, Laurene, at movingontv.uk. You can find us on Twitter at Moving On TV, Facebook Moving On TV, and of course YouTube. You need to subscribe to the channel, click the little bell. It's Moving On TV Community, and that's it. And if you want to donate something, please feel free to contact me. And of course we need sponsors, you know, it goes without saying. So take care, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and namaste from Micklefield. Bye. Can you hear me singing with the birds? I'm singing with the birds. Right, let's go for it again. A flower, come on birdies, flower in June in bloom. When she's around, she lights up the room with colors. Her colors are strong. Come on, birdies. The love inside goes on and on. Come on, birdies. A flower so bright, with just one smile, dark turns to light. Thank you. Her heart opens like a rose, and deep inside her loving shows. This is your day now, your day to shine. Take back the gifts you have and make the world your shrine. Make it the best you can. Make it about you. This is your day now, baby. Go out there, make your dreams come true. A flower who's been through the storm. She weathers every cloud that comes along. She's strong now, with beauty and grace. Look at her face. It's time now to go out and inspire the human race. This is your day now. Come on, birdies. Your day to be free. Come on. Take back the gifts you have. This is your time to be. Make it the best you can. Set the world on fire. Hold your treasures to your heart. And smile, my baby, smile, my baby, smile. Ooh, baby, go out and make it all about you. Ooh, baby, this is a song I'm singing to you. It's coming from my heart. This is your day. Be the star you are. Be the star you are. This is your day now. Come on, birdies. Your day to be free. Take back the gifts you have. This is your time to be. Make it the best you can. Make it about you. This is your day now, baby. Go out there and make your dreams come true. This is your day now, your day to be free. Go and make your life. This is your time to be. Make it the best you can. Make it about you. Hold your treasures to your heart and smile, my baby, smile. This is your day. Be the star you are. Come on, birdies. Be the star you are. Come on, birdies. Be the star you are. birds are singing with me. This is amazing. This is amazing. The birds are singing with me, guys. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when darkness comes and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will leave. What shall we sing, birdie? Something fun. Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love sweetly. Tonight the love is in your eyes. Will you love me tomorrow? Is this a lie? Pleasure? Or just a lonely pleasure? Tonight, light of the eyes. Look at them. Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, I hear that you're the only one. But will my heart be broken when the light meets the evening sun? I'd like to know that your love, the love I can be sure of. So hold me now, and I won't ask again. Will you love me tomorrow? Oh, my nails again. Tomorrow. Will you still do my swing? Hang on. Woo! Will you still love me tomorrow? I want to swing. Hang on. There we go. Swinging in the sun. I'm swinging in the sun. Come on, birdies. Woo! All right. You're down and trouble, and you need some loving care. Wrong key. This is for my Jeannie. I don't know if she, but I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Restream because I can't be bothered to go on the computer. Well, I can't bring the computer out. The computer out into the sun, but I'm not going to. And then go on Restream. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Mañana. Today, just one more and then I'm going for Janie. When down and trouble, and you need some loving care. and nothing's going right. Keep your head together, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You got a friend. Ooh, you got a friend. When the sky above you is dark and full of clouds, and the old north wind begins to blow. Birds like this one. Keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know where I am, I'll come running, yeah. Spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yeah. You got a friend, oh darling, you got a friend, oh baby, you got a friend, you got a friend, you got a friend. They love it. You got a friend. Come on, birdies. You got a friend. My backing singers. You got a friend. You got a friend. Come on, babies. Come on, birdies. You got a friend. You got a friend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a friend. Amazing. Amazing, guys. I'm not kidding you. Those babies, did you hear the chorus? They were singing with me. I can't believe it. The birds were actually joining in. Oh my God, this is so cool. Swinging with the birds. I don't want to watch my guitar. I don't want to watch my guitar. Yeah. Swinging with the birds. I'm swinging with the birds. Oh, God. Oh well, I've got to go and make a meal. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry. I think I'm going to make a vegan spaghetti bolognese. When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When there's something that I don't like, it's had too much wine, that's amore. Birds will sing, ding-ling-ling, bells will ring, ding-ling-ling, ding-ling-ling. Isabella, Isabella, hearts will play, day, like a gay tarantella. Like a fasolino, that's amore. When you dance through the street with something at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Excuse me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore, that's amore, that's amore. When when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When you something, da-da-dee, that's amore. Birds will tweet, 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 tweet. Isabel, Isabel, Isabella. Hearts will play, tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. When you something do, like a pasta fabulosa, that's amore. When you dance through the street with something at your feet, the world at your feet, you're in love. Lauren, behave yourself. God. Lauren, behave. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Excuse me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore, that's amore. I was born for the stage, if you don't know. 6 years old on the stage. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. When you're not in your happy feeling, when you are stealing that extra bow, there's no people like show people. You smile when you are low. Yesterday they said that you would not go far. Tonight you open and there you are. And on your dressing room they've hung a star. Let's go on with the show. Manger, I am hungry. I haven't had anything to eat today. All I had was some pretzels. I didn't even have a vegan ice cream today. And the birdies are singing away. Oh, so beautiful. Even the orchestra are beautiful. You see how the mind is like Boba Bertha. It's like you can go on and on and on and on. I should be paid to talk. It's a bit like, thank you for the music. Mother said I was talking before I could walk, kind of thing. Oh, there's 3 people on here. Why are you not talking to me, guys? I've really got to go and eat. Mange. I am hungry. Je suis femme? No, I am a woman. Je femme. I am a woman. Je suis femme. Je femme. I am hungry. Shut up. Leave her in her closet. Deux yeux qui font baisser les miens. I can't wait to get back up there doing Piaf. That was my dream. I loved it. As if you didn't guess. Je suis. God, my head is my memory. Des yeux qui font baisser les miens. Et ça rire. Voilà les portraits sont retouchés. You only want to see my legs. That's why I'm getting the numbers go up. Oh, Michael, j'appartiens. See, it's gone down to 1 now. Right, here's my legs. There you go. Listen, singing with the birds. Me to sing with the birds. The numbers go up, right? Are they going up? Guys, honestly, I've got to go and eat. I don't know. I'm just telling you to get happy. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. Now, the birds are like that one. Sing all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining, come on, get happy. Lord's a lend a hand. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. We're heading for the promised land. Oh, cross the river, got something in the tide. We're all too peaceful on the other side. Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. You got something, all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on. Look, I'm showing you my legs. Where have you all gone? Get happy, get ready for the judgment day. Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. Come on, birdies, join in. You gotta shake all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining, come on, get happy. Tweet, tweet, tweet. 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 Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet. I'm going to get someone, just a second, and then I'm going to make a meal. He's going to come and say hello to you. Why do ginger cats smell gingery? Whoops. Why do ginger cats smell gingery? Say hello to everyone. You can't eat the birdies anymore. You're too old. You can't eat the birdies anymore because you're too old. Grey cats. Say hello to ginger cats. Yeah, sit in the hammock, Casey. Sit in the hammock. He's a good boy. Yes, nice. Look, nice. Nice, eh? Is that nice? Good boy. They can't see you. Let me turn the camera. There he is. There's PC on the hammock. Here. He's on the hammock with me, little man. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Hey. My baby. Say hello to everyone, PC. PC, say hello. You're caught. Say hello, everyone. Say hello to PC. PC on a hammock. Good boy. Nice, nice. Swinging in the... We're swinging. We're swinging on a hammock. Good boy, eh? Why did you... Here's a question for you that I will leave you with. Why do ginger cats smell gingery? It's true. He smells all gingery. He always smells gingery. I'm going to love you and leave you. This will all go on at some point. I'm moving on TV to make people happy. I'm going to go and eat, and I'm going to meditate and relax. I don't know. I'm watching Haven at the moment. I love Haven. Science fiction. I used to watch it years ago, and I stopped watching it, and now I'm watching it again. I don't know. It's just, I want to sit here with the birds. I want to listen to them. I've gone on a bit today, haven't I? Well, you get your money's worth, or you don't pay anything. You get your money's worth. You get free tarot, you get free comedy, you get free singing, you get entertainment, you get... Oh my God, tomorrow is Holistic Monday. Don't forget to join us for shamanism, meditation. What else do we do? Hypnotherapy, salads. It's salad day tomorrow. Welcome to Moving On TV. My name is Lauren Hope Glory. Let me introduce you to our program Watchdoggy. Watchdoggy is a protection of the consumers. It's the same as Watchdog on the BBC, which we don't have anymore. Watchdoggy is there for you. So I'm going to be reviewing products for you. I'm asking you to send me products to review in a fun, theatrical way. And I'm going to be following up on companies that unfortunately are not being honest with you, like for example Dormio. Why is there such a terrible smell coming from their new aerosol toppers, which gave me a tummy upset and headaches, and so I want to know what's in them. So far they've told me there's nothing in them except they're degassing. So why would you need to degas if there's nothing in there? Oxygen doesn't smell. Welcome to Moving On TV. Send me anything you want me to review and I will put it out there in a theatrical way. All right, keep in touch with me, movingontv1@gmail.com. We can discuss how we do this. Either you pay me or we barter or you become a sponsor for Moving On TV. Take care. Lots of love. Please share this everywhere. Bye. But Moving On TV will do everything we can to help. Take care now. Love you lots. Namaste. Bye-bye.